the most influential president of our century? Happy to have you along, my fellow Americans. I'm Sam Bushman with another Liberty Roundtable live short video brought to you by lovingliberty.net. When you want incredible news, lovingliberty.net. CNN's Harry and 10 is his name, declared President Donald Trump the most influential president of this century.
18%. It is the highest, Omar, the highest since the 1930s, up from, get this, just 2% last year. As I'm going to talk about in this segment, I can't think of a more influential president during this century, and it starts here.
Due to, quote, sweeping impacts on tariffs, immigration, and executive action, calling his administration history-making. Wow, what an important tidbit from CNN. They're literally admitting the truth. President Trump will be history-making. Donald Trump is far from perfect, and there's a lot that he needs to work on, I'll be the first to humbly admit, but Donald Trump is the most influential president of this century. He has done a lot of things. You know, for example, the tariffs, they're huge. Now all we got to do is get rid of the income tax and quit abusing the American people on both sides of the equation. But crank up the tariffs, President. Good work. The only thing is you need Congress. You don't have authority to do it by yourself. Go study congressional responsibilities in the Constitution and you'll realize tariffs are there. They try to say tariffs aren't taxes. That's a lie too. They say, well, you don't pay for them directly. I know there's all kinds of indirect taxes. Nevertheless, they're taxes, and it's congressional responsibility. So Trump's good to take the lead on this, but we need Congress to double down and make what he's pushing for permanent. Immigration, hey, this is good news. We have less illegal immigration in America than we've had for probably my whole lifetime. It's good news. Executive action, I support a lot of his executive actions, but a lot of them are unconstitutional, folks. We need to really be careful and understand there are checks and balances in the United States of America. Right? The president is given certain duties. It's laid out in the Constitution. The Congress given certain duties. It's laid out in the Constitution. The courts, the judicial system, you know what? Their duties, their obligations, their responsibilities, their delegations are all in the supreme law of the land, the Constitution. See, we the people made a contract, each of us with our state and our state constitutions, and at the general level with the general constitution. It's time for these people, elected, appointed, whatever they are, deep state, it's time for every one of these people to obey the supreme law of the land, the Constitution. Stay in their lane. And when CNN Harry N10 declares Trump the most influential president, that's right. And President Trump, why don't you take a page out of the playbook of George Washington? Don't seek for too much power. Be honorable to the American people and to yourself. And it starts with the guidance that George Washington set the standards for in the U.S. Constitution, the supreme law of our land. The sooner we obey it and stay in our lanes, the sooner we respect the checks and balances, the sooner we can restore the republic and turn to Almighty God and say we've repented and changed, and we want your blessings and protection. And that's a promise that God gives us as a country, as a people. And by the way, that promise isn't just to the United States, it's available to every peoples of the world. God bless America, and God bless the principles that make nations great, the separation of powers, a constitutional republic. I endorse it wholeheartedly. It ought to be the political religion of our nation, right? I'm Sam Bushman, and that's another Liberty Roundtable live short video. God save our republic.